What's up, everybody? Yeah, so what a wild, weird game. I'm probably one of the weirdest games I've ever watched in my lifetime as a Raiders fan, just because of the circumstances. The Raiders going into MetLife Stadium playing a ridiculously bad New York Jets team and barely in the final seconds escaping with a win. And before I get into the details, I just want to give props to Cleveland Farrell on the defense and Darren Waller, the tight end, on offense. Exactly 200 yards receiving for Waller, and strip sacks for Cleveland Farrell, and that's what the defense needed. So yeah, the Raiders went into East Rutherford, New Jersey, where the Jets play. And I was feeling, if you've seen my previous videos, I was excited for this game. I'm like, oh, Raiders are gonna blow them out. It's the New York Jets. They haven't won a game yet. As of right now, they're 0-12 after this game. But they made it tough on the Raiders. So the Raiders defense, I've said it time and time again, is not good. I think, the reason why the Raiders most likely will not get very far in the playoffs is because of their defense. And I just think, it's part of it's the defensive coordinator and part of it's the defensive players. I think if they go out maybe and acquire, someone like a Khalil Mack or someone in the secondary, someone like maybe like a Jalen Ramsey, not him, but someone like him, they could be a contender and have that leader on defense. So let's talk about the ending. We'll kind of talk about this game in reverse order. At the end of the game, the Raiders had the ball with 4th and 8 in the red zone. And I was thinking, yeah, maybe they should kick the field goal to make it a 1-point game and then try to get a stop. But no, they went for it and they got the touchdown. But oh no, flag on the play on the Raiders. So it gets called back, and then they don't get the touchdown. It's an incomplete pass. So at that point, I'm like, is it even worth watching anymore? It's over. The Jets have the ball. Raiders have 2 timeouts, which is decent, but they punt. The Jets get the ball back, like I said, and they do what they would normally do. They run the clock, and the Raiders burn their timeouts, and they get the ball back with very limited time remaining. And when they get the ball back, I'm like, we need a prayer here. It's not likely. They get like a pretty quick pass down the field to Waller, and then they throw a Hail Mary to Aguilar, which is overthrown by Carr. He was open. And then with less than 15 seconds left in the game, Derek Carr, the quarterback for the Raiders, throws a prayer Hail Mary downfield to Henry Ruggs, the rookie wide receiver, one of the fastest guys in the NFL. And what do you know? He comes up with the catch. Like, normally I'd be happy with this game, and I am happy they won. Normally I'd be happier, but it's the New York Jets. If this was against like the Kansas City Chiefs or the Baltimore, like a better team, I would be more excited, because this should be a gimme game. It's the New York Jets. It's not the Chiefs or any other good team. So I think, like, I'm happy they won, but in the same sense, like at what cost? They kind of got embarrassed to the Chiefs. And the defense, and there was a lot of offense miscues. Like Henry Ruggs, before he made that amazing catch, he did fumble the ball, which led to a Jets touchdown in the 4th. The Jets, outscored the Raiders in the 4th quarter 15-7. So we're giving them the lead. They were up 28-24 before the Raiders scored the touchdown. And this was a sloppy game for the Raiders. I mean, I don't blame Carr. I think the offensive line for the Raiders needs to step up, and the defense, despite getting some takeaways, it needs to step up. It's ridiculous how Derek Carr has no time anymore. He used to have time, and now it's just the offensive line. I know there's injuries, but I think the offensive line has to step up. For the Jets, I mean, at this point we know they're tanking. I think if you're a Jets fan, you probably want them to lose, just in terms of the draft position. But I want the Raiders to do well, and it's hard being a fan, though, because it's just, you see these barely winning against ridiculously, will probably go down in history as one of the worst teams for a single year. So, my reaction, I'd say I'm satisfied with it. But I just think, it should have been a lot easier. I mean, instead of giving the fans, mini heart attacks while watching it. Um, so the Raiders moved to 7-5. They have 4 games left, so they could get to 11. And I think 11-5 is definitely a reasonable record for them. I just think they can't be doing they can't be having these games like last week or this week where they either get blown out or they barely beat a struggling New York Jets team. But yeah, with that, that'll do it for now. We'll see. Kansas City just won at the time of filming this, just a couple minutes ago. So the division is probably out of reach, but who knows? Let's see what happens. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, and peace out.